Yo, what is up? It's your boy Chill, back at it again with another video. And today I'm doing something that was requested from a subscriber. They wanted me to react to do all mixed people think alike. I thought this would be interesting to watch. I didn't know what else to react to actually. Right now I'm kind of low on suggestions, and there has been much music that I wanted to check out, so I'm going to be reacting to this and just giving my thoughts on it as we go along. So let's get right into it.
What's up, good humans? I'm so excited.
Also, if there's anything that you guys would like me to react to, just feel free to ask.
It's literally the most comfortable thing in the world.
And I might do it. It's not a guarantee that I'll do it. I might do it.
We have on there, but we're selling out like lightning fast, so you have to go right now. Literally right now.
I do use the N-word, but I only say it when I'm around fellow black people, so my friends or my family who are black. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't look black, so when it comes out of my mouth, they're like, whoa.
Right off the bat, is that a problem? I see this debate a lot actually on if mixed people should be able to say the N-word or not. I think that there shouldn't be an issue as long as that person's black. If you're half black, third black, I feel like you should be able to say it because you're black. The only issue that I see that there could be is if a person is they pass more for a different skin color or a different nationality than black, which she looks predominantly Asian. So I could see there being an issue there. Also, another issue that arises is when you say it and people don't realize that you are black, they feel like they have the freedom to say it as well. So, but I don't think that there's an issue as long as you're black, which she's black, so.
You're mixed race, correct?
Yes, sir. I am mixed with African and Asian.
She looks like my sister, my friend's sister.
My dad was from El Salvador, and my mom is half
He's
Japanese,
Korean,
half Jewish.
and no, he's from Laos, and his mom is from Laos, and his dad is from Kenya.
Black. I do feel more inclined to my black side more than my Filipino side.
My mother is white and my dad is Iranian. All throughout high school, I just pretended I was white.
Yeah, he does look white.
I am half Chinese, half Russian Jewish. I never really connected to either side, just somewhere in the middle.
My mom is Jamaican and my dad is
I have a friend that's his mom is Jamaican and his dad is white.
I feel like I want to have to pick.
So that's cool too.
People think I'm hot because I'm mixed race. 3, 2, 1.
I see that a lot, but I mean, I think it's the skin tone. It's like a skin tone thing, and also like the hair texture. It just gives you something different.
As a mixed black
like your features
person,
are just
a lot
different.
of people are like, oh my god, like you're like light skin, you look so nice. Like you don't look like all the other ghetto girls. And
Whoa.
Like, what is that supposed to mean? That's my aunt. Like,
Chill.
On first dates, most of the time people be like, oh, no wonder you're so attractive, or like, no wonder you're so gorgeous, and I'm just like, ugh. I don't love that reaction.
Why is that a bad reaction though?
Like it's like just
That's
like
not bad.
An awkward thing to bring up in conversation because there's like all the memes where like people are like, oh, did you know like I'm mixed or whatever, and it's like
logic
and like the natural flow of
I'm biracial.
So it's kind of weird.
I need to see these memes.
That's the only one I know of.
Have you not seen like the logic memes where he's like, oh, I'm biracial?
I literally just said that.
No.
I'm biracial.
He's just always bringing up how he's like half black, and that's like what the meme is.
I make hip hop music because I'm black, you know. I'm biracial.
As long as I'm part of that identity. 3, 2, 1.
See, they say racial slurs, but like that's kind of weird. Like I don't ever see like I'm not gonna. It's not to sound bad but like, or it's to sound like that, but like, like I've never heard of Asian people, like an Asian person say like, "What's up?" Like, you know, like a derogatory term towards Asian people or like a slur term towards Asian people. And the only people I see that happening with is like, I guess, black people, but that's because they took a negative word that was used towards them and turned it into something that they used to empower them. So, but I've never seen another race do that. So I don't know who goes around and just calls each other like racial slurs unless it's something to do like as a joke. Like I know I have some white friends that do that, towards each other. So for certain things, but it's as a joke. It's not just something they do every day.
Me personally, I do not say the N-word.
But you can.
I just don't. I just doesn't flow out right. But like for my Asian side, obviously I can call my like fellow girlies chinks and stuff.
See, that's
but
what I'm
like
talking
obviously
about.
if someone else said that,
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
you get the fist.
who says that?
I do use the N-word, but I only say it when I'm around fellow black people, so my friends or my family who are black. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't look black, so when it comes out of my mouth, they're like, whoa.
I try my best to only use the N-word around like my black friends, just because it creates this like weird air when I'm with like white people. It's a
I just said
slippery
that.
slope that I don't
I just
like
said
to go
that.
down.
Probably makes them really uncomfortable.
I literally just said that, and I bet he's going to say what I just said, where you say it around your white friends, or you say it around people that are not black, and then they feel like it's okay for them to say it because you look white, or you just for some reason they feel comfortable saying it around you because you're their friend or whatever. But you gotta let them know that's not okay.
And it actually, like, more than you think, it's not even uncomfortable. A lot of them think it's really cool, and then some people will feel entitled to do it, that, and then you just don't want to have that conversation.
That's what I said.
Me and my Asian friends. And
Yeah.
It's like a lot of Asian people like to go into black culture sometimes.
Mexican people too
I
do
did
that
get
too.
into a little bit of an altercation in high school for calling white people colonists. That was the thing. And people were like, that's a racial slur.
No, it's
I
not.
don't think it is.
That is not a racial slur.
Facts.
Personally, I don't feel comfortable using any.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be pausing it a lot. How is calling a white person a colonist a racial slur? That's not a racial slur. The reason why it's not a racial slur is because it's something that actually happened. And that's what you did. Not you specifically, but your ancestors colonized areas, and that's how we have America today. For those, I live in America. For those that don't know, that didn't have that happen to them, but that's how we have America today. Is we had people come here and colonize this area. So, are you a colonist yourself? No. Am I a slave? No, but my ancestors were brought here as slaves. So, someone called me a slave. Is that racist? Is that racist to be called a slave? Yes, and the reason for that is because of all the years of prejudice and things that came because of slavery. So to be called a colonist, that's really not racist towards you. That's just something that was done to you, like something that you did, or not you, but your ancestors. You know what I mean?
Slurs, if I haven't heard those slurs towards me, then maybe I am not in a position to reclaim them.
How you pass is more important than your actual race.
Yes.
3, 2,
In society, yes. In society, yes, it matters, but maybe not your day-to-day, your personal life where you're not in society.
America today, walking down the street, it matters what you look like.
Yeah,
People are
that's
going
what
to
I
judge
said.
you based on the race that they perceive you to
Dang,
be.
I'm
When I
just
walk down the
speaking-
street,
I'm just speaking
people aren't gonna
facts.
Look at me the same way as they look at
I'm
someone
just speaking
who
facts right
perceives
now.
as black. And so I just want to really acknowledge the reality of that.
I wouldn't disagree with you at all, but at the same time, I think the most important thing is just how you grew up. Someone that has a black parent that doesn't appear black, they were still raised by a black person. They still like everything that their parents' experience is passed down to them, whether it's through story or just through actions.
I'm actually going to move over to this line, which is, I guess, more of a middle line, just because I can't do that. Then I'm here. Never mind. So I'm on somewhat agree because I'm an actor, and when I go into casting calls, it only matters what I look like, and it only matters what race they think I am, which is a lot of times white. But sometimes I'll get called in for things that
wonder if
are
I
not
hit
my
record.
ethnicity, and that's because of my career. That's what's important to that.
Yeah, I did. I thought I didn't hit record. I got scared.
my racial identity. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, I did that. I would be in strongly agree. I did that, and I'm not even mixed. People thought I was mixed because I speak proper and I sound educated. So a lot of people thought like I was mixed and like I had like a white parent or something because I sound educated, and I didn't sound black because sounding black means that you sound ignorant or you sound uneducated, because usually black people use a lot of slang, or they don't say the all of their words, or they have trouble saying certain words. So I definitely got that a lot. And so in school, high school, because when I lived in the city, I was in like middle school, and then when I moved into when I got into high school, the middle of my freshman year, I moved up north, and it was predominantly white area, and so being the only black kid in school, you tend to change your dialect, and you change a lot of things about yourself so that you fit in and you don't stand out as much. Now I wouldn't care. I don't care if I stand out. I'm black, and I'm always gonna be black, and nothing that I do is gonna change that, and I wouldn't want to change that. Back then, I think a lot of people, or a majority of people that go through suburban areas or places where they live, that a lot of people that are black, or maybe a different race as well other than white, I believe they go through a thing that I call a white phase where they try to be more white and go towards more white things to fit in, instead of being outcasted and standing out, because you don't want to stand out and be made fun of for liking something that a majority of people don't like, or do something that a majority of people don't do. You already have a target on your back because of your skin color, so yeah.
Even throughout high school, I just pretended I was white completely. And there was a time when my dad picked me up from school. It was a whole thing, and people were saying like, oh, your dad's a terrorist. I had never experienced anything like that, or they'd ask me about it, they'd make bomb jokes, and
they probably thought he was white this whole time, and then they seen his dad, and they're like, dang, that's your dad?
Happened to me, like when I was
I'm about to get blown up.
School, my dad came and dropped me off at school, and he's like a dark-skinned black man, and he's from the hood on top of that, so like he has a certain like aura to him, and a lot of people look at me like, that's your dad? And I'm like, yeah, that's my dad. And they're like, he looks so scary. And I'm like, why does he look scary to you? Why should he look scary to you? And
because that's
like, the only
not
thing
something
that's
that they're
keeping me
used to
away
seeing.
from this strongly disagree is because when I was younger, I just did not accept the black part of myself, and now I do.
I just want to say I'm really sorry, like, to both of you that you felt like you've been put in positions to feel like that. That's just like such a terrible thing to tell someone. No, you can't be every part of who you are.
These past couple years, I've been trying to like reconnect with that part, because I shoved it down for so long, and it's been really heartbreaking, the amount of Nowruzes I missed, and the Ramadans I didn't celebrate because I felt so uncomfortable about that.
I think it's important you're taking the steps though. Personally, I've never tried to hide any part of me. That's always been like the biggest thing for me. Growing up, like, I was always proud to be white, and I was always proud to be black. That's just how I was raised. But it might have been
the area that you lived in too, though. The area he might have lived in, it might have been more acceptable for him to be both, or to show that, or be both.
They really got to me. I would be really picky about how I would do my hair and how I would part my hair. And then when I would post YouTube videos or Instagram posts, I would color correct everything to be really blue so that I didn't look yellow. And it was just like, I didn't want to post a photo of me outside because I thought my eyes looked too Asian. A lot of internalized things that made me hate myself and my appearance. And now I feel much more accepting of being mixed and being everything that I am. But I am here because I have felt like I wanted to hide a part of me, because it would have been easier for me.
I agree. Like when I was younger,
all right, I'll let you finish too. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with what she's saying about like the Western beauty standards, because me personally, I have never seen many things or like many ads that show different nationalities. Now I do. Definitely a lot more now than it was before. But even still, like if they pick someone that is going to be a model or an advocate for something, they usually pick someone that has the fairer skin or if they choose someone that's black, it's usually someone that has lighter skin. They're going to use someone that's a lot lighter for certain things. Usually I don't see anyone of like super dark skin complexion get put in ads or in movies and things like that. But like I said, now that's definitely starting to change. There's definitely more of that coming in now, whereas before you didn't see any of that. You did not see any of that before at all. And then also on her thing about like wanting to appear more white and not as much yellow. Before I started doing reactions on here, I had another channel where I reacted to K-pop. And the thing I found out about K-pop artists is that they would use whitening creams to appear more white because they believe that being white is beautiful. That's their like standard of beauty over there, is like white skin, just looking, I guess, as white as possible, because that's what's deemed as beautiful, and being skinny. And they get, I guess, some of their ideals from how the West used to look at their beauty standards. So it's very interesting to see how things are starting to change, and I wonder if that's going to affect the East.
I used to get made fun of. I would always get the question, are you adopted? You're not Asian. And it just made me feel so bad about myself that I just was so confused because I didn't fit in any single pocket of anybody in any friend groups. I couldn't hang out with the Chinese kids because they're like, you don't look Chinese. I don't hang out with the black kids because I don't sound black. Yeah. And they say I'm whitewashed. So my whole entire life, I've literally battled within like, what the hell am I?
It's tough. That used to happen to me at family gatherings. I used to be told I sound white all the time. They're like, dang, who brought the white boy here? Who brought this white boy in here?
So I feel like I just have to say that when writing college essays, every single one of my essays was about being half Iranian and half white. Like when I was applying for scholarships, that's what I would talk about because it was something that I really felt passionate about, but also that something that I knew would catch people's interest. And I think I don't feel guilty about using that because I think it's a double-edged sword and there's lots of repercussions for being mixed race too.
Well, I kind of interpreted it differently. Like I haven't really abused my power like that. Like sure, there is a way like that,
power.
but like
Chill.
I haven't done anything else.
She's calling this man
that
out
on like my college apps.
So I don't know if I can do this, but maybe I'm gonna like straddle these two. Okay, then I'll like daintily pose over here. But like my grandma was Jewish, and I did go on Birthright, which is a free trip for people of Jewish descent. And even though I don't like identify a lot with the Jewish religion, I did get a free trip to Israel out of being part Jewish.
That's cool.
So I guess that's like kind of something to my advantage. But I really loved my time there.
But I mean, you're Jewish, though.
Hey,
got a
free
lot out of
trip.
it. Yeah.
I mean, you're Jewish, so.
Yeah, but you know.
I've like gotten like jobs for being half Asian, for like I worked at a mostly predominantly Asian.
Dang, I felt so bad because I keep pausing it on
and
her.
as soon as I say I speak fluent Cantonese.
I mean that's gonna happen because like people hire on people that are black now just for being black because they have to reach their demographic. Colleges will accept people that are black because they have to reach a certain demographic. They have to fit that criteria. Like their criteria has to show that they are accepting other races and they're not rejecting certain races and making it seem like their staff, their college, and whatever else is very diverse. So, I mean, that's gonna happen for her or for anyone either way that is a different nationality other than white. Not saying that if you do apply for a college that your test scores and your GPA and stuff like that doesn't matter, but I feel like they definitely take into account your race and nationality because they kind of need that to check the box or check that criteria. So yeah, man, I've been into this stuff for like ever, and I feel for people that are mixed because I feel like they sometimes have it harder than just someone that is one race, because like I said, or like I think it was the lady before her said that she was not Asian or Chinese enough to hang out with the Chinese kids, and she was too whitewashed to hang out with the black kids. So yeah, man, that's tough. That's tough.
Denise, I got the job.
But that's like a skill.
I know.
Like
it
you
is
can
a
be
skill.
proud of it. It's a
No,
skill
I
that you
love
have.
it. No, trust me, but it does get me job opportunities better than other people who are like, you know, white or black, who get the same positions, but they would hire me because I'm half Asian and like I speak the language and stuff.
I mean, but that's good though.
Okay, I moved because I was thinking
you're
more
just bilingual.
about the question.
So
When I first heard the
it's a
question, I
skill,
was thinking
like
like,
she said.
do I have any kind of advantage? And then I was thinking about how like being part white does give me some privilege and like some advantages, but I don't think I've used that for like scholarships or any of that. And I try to really stay conscious when I'm in like an Asian space to not take up too much of the space because of my whiteness, you know? Like it's like But it's a still fine your line. space. Like
Yeah.
yeah. I guess
Yeah,
I've
bro,
always
you're
been
still
kind of cautious
Asian.
about that. But thinking more about the question, I was like, no, I should be on this side.
But then again, that's what I'm talking about. Like it's hard.
Racism can be solved by interracial love.
No,
3, 2, 1.
no. What are you talking about? Disagree.
Audience?
Disagree. What are you talking about? What does that even mean?
There are way too many articles about an interracial couple where it's later find out that the white part is saying a racial slur about their child. Just to boil it down to like love, it really can't be done.
No.
First of all, that. Second of all, there's a lot of, sorry to name names, but like a lot of white women who want to get with black men trying to achieve their light-skinned baby who's like just the perfect amount of tan with
Yeah.
the perfect amount of curls.
Yeah, like raise your hand if you've heard someone be like, oh my gosh, I would have such gorgeous mixed babies. Like,
I've heard
definitely
that.
heard that, and
I've heard
we're
that
all
way too many
gorgeous.
times.
Don't get me wrong. But that's super problematic to say, one. And two, I'm over here because like there is like no one solution to racism.
Let me make it really clear that a white person having a kid with a black person does not mean that that person does not have racist tendencies or is not discriminatory at all. I love my dad
Facts.
to death, but sometimes he just
Big
says
facts.
things where it's like, you shouldn't be saying that.
I'm doing
Plus,
like, golf
even
claps right now because
in, like, a
my kids are
future,
asleep.
If like America becomes super mixed and like everybody's
golf
mixed,
clapping
if
in
not
here.
racism, we'll still have like colorism and different nuances.
Oh nah, my video just started buffering on me, bruh. Right at the end too. But yeah, no, I definitely, while this loads or does whatever it's doing, I don't even know if I'll be able to finish the video because of this. But I definitely see a lot of people, or not a lot, I definitely have heard of stories where a person is
Or more mixed, like you can say like mixed people are the future or whatever.
I'll
but it's not gonna
finish my thought real quick. But I have seen a lot of like, or not a lot, I keep saying a lot. I have seen some couples where person is dating a person of the opposite race, but that person is still racist or says racist things on purpose, like not jokingly, but like on purpose. And they just feel a certain type of way towards other races, even though their spouse is that race. So like, let's say like a white person being with like a black person, they'll say things about the black race, knowing that they're with someone that is of black race and black descent, and they don't care because that person she's with me and she knows my viewpoints and things like that. It's just really weird. I don't know how that relationship dynamic works, but and sometimes like that, it's not really brainwashing, but maybe it's they just do more of that like suppressing, I guess. But that black person will sometimes take on that white person's ideologies, and then when they meet up with other white people or someone that is black, they tell them the same thing, and then they have conversations, and if it's a white person, they tend to agree and they talk about it. Like for instance, during the Black Lives Matter movement, a lot of a person, I'm not going to name any names, but a person that I know, she is with a white man and she is black, and she would always say like all lives matter and stuff like that, and she was very much more aligned with what the white people were saying about the rioting and the destruction of property and things like that, because that's what she's around right now, and that's she's listening to the person that she is with, and that's what he's saying. And instead of educating him and telling him why these things are happening, and yes, is it wrong? Yes, but and is there another way of doing things? Yes, and people have tried that and it still wasn't going anywhere and stuff like that, and just like bringing up like the topic of discussion. Instead of doing that, it was just she followed his ideologies and stuff like that. So I definitely see stuff like that. Oh, not a lot. I keep wanting to say that, but I definitely do see things like that from time to time. Sorry for the tangent.
Racism.
Hey, yo, Jubilee, hit me up with some merch.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Don't forget to check
me
out our
up
new
with some
Human
merch,
Good
bruh.
collection, Surface Level.
Yeah.
This whole collection is about how we make judgments and how frequently we make them on a surface level. So go to humangoodla.com
No,
to
just-
check out the rest
just
of the
bring
items
me
in
the
collection.
items.
But hurry up because
Just
we're
bring
selling
me
out
the
really
items,
fast.
bruh.
You can also follow us on Instagram.
Just bring me the
@HumanGoodLA,
items.
and
I'm
we'll
not
see you next
I'm
time.
not going to your website. Just bring your website to me. Bring me the items. I don't need to go where I don't need to go, you know? I just need you to come to me. But yeah, this was cool. I'm glad that I forgot your name. I'm forgetting your name. I'm sorry. I will dang, this shit's loud in my ear. What the hell's going on? I forgot your name, but I will make sure that I leave like a little card or something that shows the comment that you left me. So you get your so people know that it was you, you know? But yeah, thank you for telling me to watch this. This was very good to watch. I definitely think, like I said, oh shit. Cool. I definitely, like I said, believe that people of mixed race definitely have it harder than someone that is just one race, especially if they are Black, Asian, or Mexican, or I mean possibly even like some other race like Native American or something. Just because you do have like you have harder time fitting in insides. And I mean that one guy, he said that he was able to juggle both and that he was proud of both. But I'm sure he's definitely, I mean, he's already said his dad, but I'm sure he's definitely come to term, like came into places where they weren't accepting of his one side and they were more accepting of his other side. So whether that's Black family or white family, or topics about white issues and topics on Black issues, he's probably been on opposing sides, or maybe agreeing on one side and disagreeing on another. So yeah, man, I feel for people that are mixed, and that's just something that will get easier with time, especially with people having interracial relationships and having mixed children. That is something that will definitely get better with time, and things will eventually change for the better to become easier for you guys. But yeah, this has been your boy Chill. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.